What is this? The man who ate. Though was absent from his office, and he's evidently been running some secret experiments. I should take this up with the head warden. Whether this is connected to the lead key's operation remains to be seen. Talk to Thelmor about Azo. Oh, who the hell was this guy? Oh. Okay. The sea to the top. Actually, I better make a hard save here. Paladin looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely, and sores have eaten away patches of his skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
Doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes, which you can now understand. Recognize the words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognized by an inscription that the mantle in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. Use N. The command words leave your lips. The dial sinks into an Adra under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
Sweet. Got it. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, now that that's done with, let's go and talk with the... Okay, that'll be, I suppose, last. Talk to Thelmor. Oh, where was Thelmor? Chad, where was Thelmor? I don't remember. Don't quite remember. Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadrid House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. They say she's an ancient spider spinning her nest throughout the city. He gives you a careful look. If she wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill. Tell me about the Lady Webb. And do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunrid Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses pauses, eyeing passersby with suspicion. Quietly, he continues, "She's supposed to be old, older than anybody, and she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics. As she's still at it, best anyone can tell, learning things, keeping us safe, and pulling the strings behind the throne too," it said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country before you do wrong in this country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness. Best you ask the Lady Webb first. What's done your row? A whole mess of ciphers run out of Hadrit House. They make it their business to keep the peace, but they don't like you to see them do it. Problems in this city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. Where can I find the Hadrit House? In Brackenbury, my lord. The southwest corner. You'll find the lady upstairs. How do you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. All right, very well. Okay. Well, there's something. The tower, it's off. Does this mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? Well, it wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. So, well, I suppose I can talk to that lady first. Okay, where is everybody?
Fetching feathers, lass.
Repeat, please, in Adiran. And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isilmir. She likes your feathers.
Thanks, but I'm not interested, Isilmir.
Okay. So, Dominel, Avatar, Andra's gift. Okay. That takes me to Deerford. Copper Lane? Oh dear. I'm at a loss of where am I at? Veneers, Catacomb. Okay, where the hell was the Thalmir at? Can't go in there anymore because nobody likes me in there. Umdale's house. The Hall of Mysteries? Maybe? Maybe. Do-do-do. No, that's Grimda. Nope. Nope. Don't want to steal anything. Okay, so not in here. Maybe it was actually back in the Copper Coronet area. Oh, wait. Yes, I think he is. Sometimes I'm an idiot, but I think that's okay. I think he's in the cipher area. Yes, here. Sanitarium. I think he's downstairs, if I recall correctly. No, I'm wrong again. I might need to look this up. Oh, God. Unless chat can tell me where I'm supposed to be. Bella Sage. Okay. Also, oh, there's only one turn left and Eddar's done, and I think he'll have a lot more XP now, which would be great. And start becoming a better tank faster than all of us. That would be great. Where the hell is? Okay, Ethelmoir, wherever he was. Okay, where's that at? Where's he?
You must gather your party.
I'm an idiot.
Gods keep you.
Yeah, have you learned anything of interest? Maybe. Is Caedman Azo running experiments on the patients here? Experiments? Caedman Azo is in charge of patient welfare now. He's not authorized to run any more experiments. I am disappointed in Cadman. I hoped he would be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office or in the patient wards. I am guaranteeing you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you will wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I, for one, am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough trouble as is. Okay. To Azo. Boom. And then see how he does. Lockpicks? Down here? That's stealing. That's not. People incidents when people got close. Oh, well. Okay.
Slow and silent.
I should be stealthing through this whole place.
I can do that. That's settled.
Oh. Oh? Okay, what can you do for us? Okay. When attacking the same target as an ally, plus 25% damage when attacking same target as an ally. Okay. Damaging 3, plus 45% damage, plus 4 accuracy. Hmm. Um. No.
A simple test. That's settled.
Oh my goodness. While stunned, plus 50 defense while prone. Huh. Okay, that's Alzo, so we're not going to worry about him just yet. Not just yet. Oh, I can't go in there? Oh, well, rude. Guess there's only one thing to do. Quick save. Now, a round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upwards slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Thelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Thelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved into an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Rayad Ceres. We would know nothing about life or death, or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Thelma is right about this fellow at least. He sneers at us. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. You toy with things beyond our comprehension. It's dangerous and foolish.
Are you from Rayad Ceres? Are you Widwen himself, risen to smite me for my heretical belief in learning who I am and why I exist? Please. You are afraid because men have taught you to be afraid. Because they were taught to be afraid. These things are only beyond our comprehension because of the fears of people like you. Who will solve Widwen's legacy? some church, some warrior. It will be an animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Maybe the animaster has been buying relics. And to discredit me, go dig elsewhere.
What is it now?
I've heard you were demoted. That's none of your concern. Did anyone did one of the others put you up to this? Ottomer, the smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I don't know how. I will never know. I need to know if you were seen. Have you seen anyone unusual patients? You're going to get a lot of looks asking questions like that in a sanitarium for the unbalanced. In truth, I have spent little time treating them since I have been reduced in my capacities. Might have luck somewhere else. You tried. I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that Ethelmer's involved. I asked the volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. Looking. Might be more likely to have seen unusual behavior. Kurt's spine twists this woman's posture forward, her greasy hair draped over her large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then, noting your appearance, she adds, a friendly visit, I hope. What do you know of this animancer Azo? Oh, I like him very much. Many animancers could care less about their patients, look at us like vermin for their experiments, but Master Azo treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself, and I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know it's still affected by it. And he's still affected by it. What happened to Azo? Frelo's eyes dart back and forth, and her voice lowers to just about a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He was said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. That was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy, but that's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loves his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work, suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it, but he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. It had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? Well, the point is, it was going to help the legacy. It was going to make Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. Gods know that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies in Andra's gift? No. Yes, but no. Tell me. They call them... Oh, never mind. They call them Biois because so many of them are found floating face down in the water. These are mad times. The grieving mother's hands fly to her ears, and her mouth frames a silent scream. Only her mind speaks. Evils that magnify tragedies. This is what we must stop. Anyway, Master Azo had scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Copperland. He was so excited. And then the next day, he was locked in his office, turning away visitors, I heard. And he stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him. But I'm glad they're letting him treat people again. Have any of the patients ever been acting unusual? Well, there's Batixa, who relives a murder she committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Delman, who they say only has half a soul, and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believed his own to be a false one. Graham, he speaks in a language no one understands and wails at night sometimes. Different from their normal behavior, I mean. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Ozo let us know that a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for our therapy and would be escorted to his laboratory to receive treatment. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. It's Graham I see them talking in and taking in the most. He struggles, but he always was a bit of a wild one. Would I be able to visit the North Ward? They like to keep them separate. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen the guards allow a visitor. Just Master Azo. Why are you in here? Hide her hair, her cheeks flush. I don't want to say. You'll think less of me. Well, when you blush, it brings out the color in your eyes. Her blush deepens and she ducks her head forward to bury her face deeper beneath her hair. These last few years haven't been kind to me. They haven't been kind to anyone, really. I try not to think of it as personal. I lost my husband and both boys in the Saints' War. My daughter, the legacy took her before she was ever mine. I may do. What else can you do? I moved into a tiny place in Andra's gift, got by mending clothes and on the kindness of strangers when I had to. But I was surviving and the gods were watching over me, and I could live with that. Then one day, this nobleman comes in, wants this fancy gown fixed. Gorgeous thing. This shade of blue I'd never seen before, only I had. I looked at it and it reminded me of something something. I had what they call an awakening. I remembered being a noblewoman myself in another life, people doting over me, men doting over me, the best food, the most beautiful home, all the things you'd never dare to dream of, they were mine. It was poison knowing that all those things I had that I'll never have in this life. It did something to me. My food started to taste rotten. The walls of my little room seemed to close in around me. I stopped being able to sleep in my own bed. So I came here. It was that or break into an estate and start ordering servants around. It seems like such a silly thing to worry about. You don't have to tell me, but I can't get you don't have to tell me, but I can't get past it. And I start to wonder, did the gods choose this life for me? Or if so, what terrible thing must I have done to deserve it? Nobody deserves to go through what you are going through. I hope not. I can't even imagine the monster who deserves what half the patients here go through every day. Freyla mentioned a man named Graham in the North Ward who has also been a frequent subject of Caedmon's Ozo's experiments, and that Graham doesn't seem to be volunteering for the experiments. Graham may be able to shed light on whether Ozo has been working. Further, Freyla mentioned that Caedmon also is the only one. Okay, so let's go back and talk with Ozo again.
What is it now?
I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. I've been given permission to conduct my investigation down here. You best cooperate.
My answer is no. Whatever you're looking for, those patients will not be able to help you. The head warden will stand by me on this.
Okay. Be like that, buddy. You want to be like that? Oh, geez. What the hell? I did not like that happening on my monitor, but, is this intellect? Yes. Oh, no, I need perception.
What is it now?
Okay, here we go. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger. A growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it on the floor before handing it to you. Well, I suppose you shouldn't be a dick.
Sure.
Oh, up here. I was like, wait, why can't I? Right, because it's angled and it, yeah, okay. No. Ah, here we are. This man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out a bizarre primal utterance like nothing you've heard. I need to ask you some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern. If needed, they are if indeed they are words at all. I better get that perception going again. Oh, gee, really?